Have you ever wondered why some people seem to magnetize wealth effortlessly, while others work themselves to the bone, only to remain in the same place? It is a question that has puzzled seekers of fortune for centuries. We are taught that hard work is the only variable, that if we simply push harder, grind longer and sacrifice more, the millions will eventually appear. But deep down, you know there is more to the story. You have felt it. You have sensed that there is a subtle, invisible current running beneath the surface of reality, a frequency that dictates who attracts abundance and who repels it. Imagine for a moment that this invisible current is not just a metaphor, but a tangible energy that you can perceive. Close your eyes and picture yourself standing in a boundless velvet darkness. It is quiet here, safe and infinite. Suddenly, in the distance, a circle of 5 glowing orbs appears. They are suspended in the void, each one humming with a secret energy. As you step closer, you realize that these are not merely lights, they are gateways. Each orb pulses with a distinct rhythm, a specific vibration that corresponds to a unique pattern of thought and desire. One of them is calling to you. It is not shouting, it is whispering. It emits a subtle vibration that seems to resonate deep within your chest, bypassing your logical mind and speaking directly to your intuition. This pull is not accidental, it is magnetic. It is the resonance of your authentic self recognizing its own reflection. Andrew Carnegie, the great industrialist who turned the impossible into reality, believed that the mind is a magnet. He taught that we do not get what we want, we get who we are. We attract the circumstances that match our dominant mental state. Today, we're going to conduct an experiment to reveal that dominant state. This test is a mirror designed to reflect the invisible forces you wield unconsciously every day. By identifying which glowing orb draws your attention, you will uncover the secret energy your mind uses to relate to wealth. You will discover the hidden mechanic of your prosperity, the specific way you are wired to manifest and, perhaps more importantly, the silent block that has been standing between you and the abundance you seek. This is not about judging yourself or analyzing your past financial history. It is about understanding the energetic architecture of your soul. Carnegie believed that true wealth is a harmony of action and consciousness. When your internal frequency aligns with the external laws of prosperity, the friction disappears and attraction becomes inevitable. But when there is a mismatch, when your conscious desire for millions fights against a subconscious pattern of resistance, the result is stagnation. So, let us find out where your energy is flowing and where it is stuck. Prepare yourself to look beyond the surface. Prepare to witness a revelation that bridges insight and experience. The orbs are waiting. The energy is pulsing. The answer is already within you. Let us bring the 5 glowing orbs into clear focus. Take a deep breath. Clear your mind of the day's distractions and let your gaze soften. Do not try to overthink this. Do not try to pick the best color or the one you think a wealthy person would choose. Simply observe. The first orb is electric blue. It pulses with a rapid, vibrant energy, like a neon sign flickering in a futuristic city. It feels fast, charged, and crackling with potential, sending out sparks of light that seem to illuminate the darkness around it. The second orb is molten gold. It swirls with a thick, warm intensity, looking like liquid fire or melted metal. It radiates a deep, comforting heat and constantly changes shape, moving with a fluid, transformative power that feels ancient and alive. The third orb is starlight white. It is a perfect, piercing sphere of pure brilliance like a captured star. It does not flicker. It beams with a steady, laser-like focus. It feels cool, precise, and incredibly high vibration, cutting through the shadows with absolute clarity. The fourth orb is deep emerald. It glows with a rich, verdant light, reminiscent of a dense, ancient forest or the depths of a pristine ocean. It feels mysterious, layered, and profound, drawing you in with a sense of hidden knowledge and quiet growth. The fifth orb is royal violet. It shines with a velvety, majestic hue, dark and luminous at the same time. It feels solid, heavy, and regal, radiating a sense of command, dignity, and unshakable authority. Take a moment. Look at them in your mind's eye. Electric blue, molten gold, starlight white, deep emerald, royal violet. Which one pulls you in? Which one makes your heart skip a beat or gives you a sense of yes? That sensation is your intuition locking onto a frequency. It is the whisper of your subconscious mind, revealing your archetype. Trust it. Hold that choice in your heart as we unravel the secret energy shaping your destiny. If you felt the magnetic pull of the electric blue orb, you are the visionary. This choice speaks of a mind that operates at a velocity faster than the world around it. You are someone who lives in the realm of what if and what could be. While others are focused on what is right in front of them, your gaze is fixed on the horizon, scanning for patterns, opportunities, and innovations that have not yet arrived. The secret energy you use to attract wealth is the energy of anticipation. You have a gift for seeing value where others see emptiness. You are the spark, the catalyst, the one who initiates change. In Andrew Carnegie's time, you would have been the inventor dreaming of steel bridges before the iron was even mined. Your mind is a receiver for inspiration, and your ability to conceptualize big ideas is your greatest financial asset. You naturally understand that wealth is created by solving problems that people don't even know they have yet. However, this high-voltage energy comes with a specific shadow. The block that often stands between the visionary and the millions they desire is the lack of grounding. Because you love the thrill of the new idea, the execution phase can feel heavy, slow, and boring to you. You might find yourself trapped in a cycle of starting but not finishing, dreaming but not doing. You see the castle in the sky so clearly that you become frustrated when the bricks on the ground don't assemble themselves instantly. This creates a frequency of disconnection. You are vibrating so high in the mental plane that you struggle to anchor that energy into the physical plane where money actually lives. You might be prone to shiny object syndrome, jumping from one brilliant scheme to the next, never staying long enough to harvest the fruit of your labor. Your subconscious mind may fear that committing to one path will trap you, cutting you off from the infinite possibilities you love so much. But here is the truth that will transform your reality. Structure is not a cage, it is a conduit. Electricity, no matter how powerful, is useless without a wire to direct it. Your challenge is not a lack of capability, it is a lack of containment. The millions you seek are waiting for you to build the infrastructure to receive them. Carnegie understood that a vision without a plan is just a hallucination. For you, the shift happens when you fall in love with the process as much as the potential. It is about slowing down just enough to lay the foundation. When you pair your electric insight with consistent, disciplined action, you become unstoppable. You don't lose your spark by grounding it, you give it away to light up the world. Your authentic path to wealth is to partner with builders, to create systems, and to respect the timeline of the physical world. You are the architect of the future, but you must be willing to pour the concrete today. If your soul resonated with the molten gold orb, you are the alchemist. This is a profound and intense choice. It reveals a psyche that is deeply acquainted with the fires of transformation. You are someone who understands that life is a cycle of death and rebirth, and you have likely weathered storms that would have broken a less resilient spirit. The energy of this orb is fluid, hot, and changing, just like you. The secret energy you use to attract wealth is the energy of transmutation. You have the uncanny ability to take a negative situation and turn it into a positive one. You are resourceful, adaptable, and emotionally intelligent. You don't just find value, you create it by reshaping the raw materials of your life. In the context of prosperity, this means you are excellent at pivoting, at seeing the lesson in the failure, and at rising from the ashes with a new, more profitable plan. You are not afraid of the messy parts of life, because you know they are the ingredients for gold. But the shadow of the alchemist is a tricky one. Because you are so good at surviving and transforming struggle, you may have unconsciously developed an addiction to the struggle itself. The hidden block here is the belief that wealth requires sacrifice, or that you must bleed to deserve your abundance. You might find that your financial life is a series of dramatic highs and lows. You manifest a windfall, and then an unexpected crisis wipes it out, forcing you to start over. This pattern exists because your identity is wrapped up in being the phoenix. If things are calm, stable, and easy, you might feel anxious, as if you were waiting for the other shoe to drop. You might unconsciously sabotage your own success, just so you can have something to fix, something to transform. You are comfortable in the fire, so you keep lighting matches. The revelation for you is this: you do not need to burn to shine. Andrew Carnegie built his fortune not by constantly destroying and rebuilding, but by creating a stable, compounding engine of industry. Your power of alchemy is not just for emergencies, it is for elevation. You can use your transformative energy to turn good into great, rather than bad into good. The shift you need to make is to embrace the concept of boring wealth. Allow yourself to have money that stays. Allow yourself to have peace that lasts. Release the narrative that says your worth is tied to how much pain you can endure. True alchemy is not just about survival, it is about thriving. When you apply your brilliance to expansion rather than repair, you will see your wealth accumulate in a way that feels miraculous. You are ready to step out of the furnace and into the golden light of sustained prosperity. Your story doesn't have to be a tragedy to be a masterpiece. If your gaze was fixed on the starlight white orb, you are the magician. This choice indicates a mind that is sharp, focused, and deeply connected to the power of will. You are likely someone who understands the laws of the universe, whether you call it manifestation, the law of attraction, or quantum physics. You know that thoughts become things, and you have probably experienced moments where you wished for something and it appeared almost instantly. The secret energy you use to attract wealth is the energy of alignment. You are a channel. When you are clear, you are incredibly powerful. You don't grind, you flow. You rely on inspiration, intuition, and a sense of knowing to guide your financial decisions. You are likely charismatic, able to influence others with your words and your presence. For you, wealth creation is an act of spiritual expression. You believe that you are meant for greatness, and you refuse to settle for a mediocre existence. However, the magician has a distinct vulnerability. Your block is the inconsistency of your human experience. Because you rely so heavily on your vibe and your energy levels, your finances can become volatile. When you feel good, you are a money magnet. But when you feel low or when doubt creeps in, the flow stops completely. You might struggle with the mundane, practical aspects of money management, taxes, budgets, spreadsheets, viewing them as low vibe or restrictive. This creates a fragility in your prosperity. You are building a skyscraper without a steel frame. You rely on magic, but you neglect the mechanics. Andrew Carnegie was a man of immense vision, but he was also a ruthless pragmatist. He knew that faith was essential, but it had to be backed by facts and figures. Your transformation lies in the integration of the mystic and the merchant. You must learn to love the container as much as the content. Structure is not the enemy of magic, it is the cup that holds the water. If you do not have systems in place to manage your wealth, the universe cannot trust you with more of it. Your call to action is to ground your light. Do not look away from the numbers. Bring your high vibration awareness into the dense reality of your bank account. Bless your bills. Love your ledger. When you treat the practical side of money with the same reverence you treat your vision boards, you close the circuit. You stop being a sporadic manifester and become a conscious creator. The magic becomes reliable. The millions you attract will have a place to land and a place to grow. You are the bridge between heaven and earth. Do not neglect the earth. If the deep emerald orb called to you, you are the seeker. This is the choice of the philosopher, the researcher, the lifelong learner. You are drawn to depth, to mystery, and to the truth that lies beneath the surface. You are not impressed by flash or hype. You want to know the why and the how. In the realm of wealth, you are the one who reads the fine print, who studies the market trends, who invests in knowledge and self-development. The secret energy you use to attract wealth is the energy of wisdom. You believe that knowledge is power, and you are constantly gathering keys to unlock new doors. You are likely the person your friends come to for advice because you have done the homework. You have a natural ability to see value in things that others overlook because you are willing to dig deeper. You understand that true prosperity is not just about money, it is about freedom, understanding, and growth. But the shadow of the seeker is the trap of preparation. The block that holds you back is the feeling that you are never quite ready. You might suffer from analysis paralysis, gathering so much information that you become overwhelmed and unable to act. You might feel a subtle sense of imposter syndrome believing that you need just one more certification, one more degree, or one more book before you are qualified to claim your millions. This creates a frequency of hesitation. You are standing on the edge of the diving board, analyzing the water temperature, the wind speed, and the angle of entry, but you never jump. Andrew Carnegie famously said, "The man who acquires the ability to take full possession of his own mind may take possession of anything else to which he is justly entitled." Your mind is full of knowledge, but it is lacking the command of action. Your revelation is that you already know enough. You are already ready. The wealth you seek is found in the doing, not the studying. You must move from the library to the marketplace. Your challenge is to trust yourself. Trust that you can handle the unknown. Trust that you will figure it out as you go. The transformation for the seeker is to value your output more than your input. Start sharing what you know. Start investing. Start the business. Imperfect action is infinitely more profitable than perfect theory. The deep emerald light is not just for hoarding, it is for growing. Let your wisdom flow out into the world. When you release your need for certainty and embrace the adventure of risk, you unlock the vault. The treasure you have been searching for is not in the next book, it is in your own courage. If the royal violet orb commanded your attention, you are the sovereign. This is a powerful, regal energy. It speaks of a soul that naturally understands hierarchy, order, and responsibility. You are not looking for a quick fix. You are looking for an empire. You carry yourself with a dignity that demands respect. You are likely a natural leader, someone who is comfortable with power and who creates a sense of safety and stability for those around you. The secret energy you use to attract wealth is the energy of authority. You do not chase money, you command it. You understand that wealth is a tool for influence and impact. You are capable of handling large sums and big responsibilities because you have a strong internal container. You value quality, legacy, and excellence. In Carnegie's world, you are the captain of industry, the benevolent ruler who oversees a vast network of resources. However, the sovereign has a lonely shadow. Your block is often isolation and rigidity. Because you are so capable, so strong, and so responsible, you may struggle to ask for help or to collaborate. You might believe that, if you want it done right, you have to do it yourself. You might carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, refusing to show weakness or vulnerability. This creates a frequency of contraction. You can only grow as big as your own two hands can hold. You might be wealthy, but you are also exhausted. You might be successful, but you are trapped in a golden cage of your own making. Your pride, which is your armor, can also become your prison. You may repel opportunities that come from unexpected sources because they don't look serious enough or because they require you to relinquish control. The lesson for the sovereign is that true power is shared power. Andrew Carnegie did not build his steel empire alone. He was a master of leveraging the talents of others. He famously wanted his epitaph to read, "Here lies a man who knew how to enlist the service of better men than himself." Your transformation lies in softening. It lies in delegation, collaboration, and trust. You must allow others to support you. You must allow the universe to surprise you. When you lower the drawbridge and let others in, you do not lose your kingdom, you expand it. Your dignity is innate. It does not need to be defended. Open yourself to the flow of connection. Allow ease to enter your court. The millions you attract will multiply when you stop trying to carry them all yourself. You are the queen, not the soldier. Rule with an open hand, and the world will place its riches within it. Take a deep breath and let these words settle into your consciousness. Whether you chose the electric blue, the molten gold, the starlight white, the deep emerald, or the royal violet, know that the choice was not random. It was a diagnostic from your own soul. You have uncovered the secret energy that is currently active in your field. The archetype you align with, visionary, alchemist, magician, seeker, or sovereign, is your superpower. It is the engine of your wealth. But the block we identified, the shadow side of that energy, is the friction slowing you down. Now that you see it, you can change it. Awareness is the first step of transformation. You cannot fight an enemy you cannot see, but once the light is turned on, the shadow loses its power. Andrew Carnegie knew that the difference between the man who wishes for wealth and the man who attains it is the mental atmosphere he lives in. By taking this test, you have shifted your atmosphere. You have moved from unconscious patterning to conscious awareness. You have bridged the gap between your desire and your vibration. Think about the orb you chose. Imagine it glowing in your heart center right now. But this time, imagine it free of its shadow. See the visionary grounding the lightning. See the alchemist thriving in peace. See the magician mastering the mundane. See the seeker taking bold action. See the sovereign embracing support. This integrated image is your new frequency. This is the signal you are now broadcasting to the universe. And remember, this is just the beginning. The mind is a garden that must be tended daily. The weeds of doubt and old habits will try to return, but you now have the tools to recognize them and uproot them. I am curious to know which energy called to you. Did you feel the electric pulse of the visionary or the regal weight of the sovereign? Leave a comment below and declare your archetype. There is power in writing it down, in claiming your identity publicly. It solidifies the shift. Read through the comments of others and see the beautiful diversity of our community. You are not alone on this journey. You are surrounded by women who are also waking up to their power. If this test resonated with you, if it shed light on a pattern you hadn't seen before, please hit the like button. It helps us share this wisdom with more people who are ready to unlock their potential. And make sure to subscribe to the Wealth Code. We are dedicated to decoding the psychology of prosperity, bringing you the timeless wisdom of masters like Carnegie and applying it to the modern world. In our next video, we will explore the specific wealth triggers that activate each of these archetypes, giving you practical daily rituals to amplify your natural magnetism. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for trusting your intuition today. Thank you for being brave enough to look in the mirror. The millions you seek are not just a number in a bank account. They are a reflection of the expanded, liberated, and authentic woman you are becoming. The energy is yours. The choice is yours. The future is yours. Until next time, keep your frequency high and your vision clear.